How to tick your opponent off. He's got Ulamog, the broken Omnath deck. How to tick them off. Ready? And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Take that, take that, take that, take that. Drop down a Grafdigger. Can't bring things back from your graveyard. And you can't use Genesis Ultimatum. How to beat the broken Omnath deck. Oh, we still got Evolving Wilds. Oh, we got another Omnath. Never. He's got 22 cards left. I have 16 because he milled me to death with Ulamog. So look at what I've survived so far this game. Just appreciate what I've survived. He can't cast Genesis Ultimatum. Now he could have another. He could have another Ulamog. There's Kenrith. Negate. Negate. He's down to 16 cards. Yep. Alright guys, well, be a bro and subscribe to the channel. You can go ahead and be a bro. Like, what do you mean, bro? Just be a bro. Be a Chad. You Chad? Hey, if your name's Karen, bam. Doesn't matter. Cindy? Bam. Kathy? Bam. Dave? Chad? Yeah, be a bro, bro. Alright. Anyway, so let's look at the deck. So in the main board, we have, so replace the 3 Grafdiggers and put in a Lotus Cobra and put in 2 Hydroid Crosses. I took out 2 Hydroid Crosses and Lotus Cobra because the only thing that can absolutely save you against Omnath in Historic, which is worse than Omnath in Standard. Omnath is more broken in Historic than it is in Standard. And by the way, the last tournament by Channel Fireball, where all the pros get together and play, 11 out of the top 16 decks, more than 2/3 of the decks, were all Omnath. You know what the other deck was that made it in the top 8? Dimir Rogue. Yeah, all Rogue and Omnath. But that's not broken, is it? That's in Standard. But you're like, oh, get the Historic. Did you just see the gameplay? Yeah. Alright, so for this matchup, we use Lotus Cobra for our Simic ramp deck. Lotus Cobra can help propel you at turn 4 Cavalier Thorns. Nisa Shakes the World. Mass Manipulation, just take all their crap. Alright, so enough talky. We might need another Ulamog in here. The crap is, what do I take out here? I want another Ulamog. Probably Lotus Cobra. No. I want Lotus Cobra in. Probably Cultivate. So we got a lot of ramp. Look at our 2 spot. We have 4 Lotus Cobras, 4 Growth Spirals, 4 Cultivates, 4 Euro Titans, 4 Nisas. Kind of getting the picture there. Alrighty then. Our opponent goes first. They want first game 1. They beat us game 1. We go first. Game 2, we beat them game 2. Kind of notice that, how that works on Arena? Whoever goes first. I feel like when you're playing in Standard, it's like, especially in the best of 1, it's like whoever goes first wins the game. It's like you're playing versus Red Rush. Nah, they went first, they win. Alright. I think there's a poll on Reddit that actually asked people the question. It's kind of a funny post. They asked people the question what their favorite format in a constructed format on MTG Arena was, and the option was Brawl, Standard, Historic, or none of these. And none of these led. Historic came in second. Standard came in third. Brawl came in fourth. Alright, there we go. Pop another mana. Dropping a squat there. Let's see here. Drop this down. See what Lotus Cobra can do for you in the early game. See how it can kind of ramp you. We'll go green. Gonna pop a squat there. Let's thin out our deck here. And people forget you can do this thing called attack. Like Lotus Cobra for a 2/1 for a 2-dropper. Like that is really good. So see the advantage that we got already? Oh, there's our guy, Ulamog. Alright, so let's see here. Let's get a... So right now, like, you could cast, like, a lot. Okay, we're going to go with a green heal. So for us, we use Lotus Cobra not to cheat, though. Not to cheat stuff out, but we use it just to kind of ramp us in the early game here. I'm going to have to go with blue. Ooh. Now notice he didn't crack Fable Passage, so he probably has Omnath. That's a good sign when they don't crack their Fable Passage. You know, what's up with the broken 4 casting cost stuff? What is up with that? 4 casting costs. Let's see. We got broken Wilderness Reclamation, Fires of Intervention, Winota. Now, what is up with the broken 4-dropper stuff? Felidar Retreat. Like, stop with the 4 stuff. Free casting, free mana, free dropping. Just stop. All the free. Everything's for free. Good God. There's Grafdigger's Cage. We can stop that. Oh, I forgot to Castle Vantros last turn. So I can actually drop Ugin. And... let's remove... Yeah. Yep, that's how you beat it. That's how you beat the broken deck, guys. And we rank up. Boom. Smack in the face. I actually would be in Diamond rank right now, in Mythic rank right now. Guys, I got so burned out. I played in the top 1500 for the last 5 months. And I made it Mythic 6 months straight. And I got invited to the Pro Tour qualifier in Historic. So I had to learn the entire new format. I didn't know Historic even a month ago. I didn't even know how to play it. I did the early access event for Zendikar Rising and also M21. So subscribe to get to follow early access, because guys, a lot of people that watch me during the early access events, I cannot tell you how many times it saved people wild cards. They go, man, I watched you play and I thought I was going to build that deck and I don't like it. So they save their wild cards. But in this deck, let's go over the deck tech. And I'm going to explain to you the rationale with all the decks, or all the cards. Let's get into the cards, top to bottom. When in healthcare, when you're doing an assessment, we do what's called a head-to-toe assessment. We start from the top and we go to the bottom. Started from the bottom, now we're here. All right, so if you're feeling what I'm putting down, if I'm dropping it like it's hot, again, feel free to subscribe. You know, be a Chad. Just be Chad. Look at Chad in the weight room, taking a selfie. Bam, boom. Okay, so starting from top to bottom, we have Lotus Cobra. Landfall, add 1 mana of any color. So again, we don't use this to cheat out Omnath. I could easily put Omnath in this deck, and this deck would be a monstrosity. But I don't want to build monstrosities. If you go to my channel and you type in the word top 8, I take on the top 8. I grab decks that are kind of good and compete versus the top 8. Okay, so I have Lotus Cobra, 4 Growth Spirals, 2 Hydroid Colossuses, very rarely played. Only really good versus blue-white control, because they counter it, but you still draw your cards. Even if they counter Hydroid Colossus, you still draw cards, you still gain life. So, cultivate 4 of those. 4 Euro Titans. So, just cultivate, search your library for up to 2 basic land cards. And that's why when Euro Titan got banned, I'm like, who cares? You got cultivate. Okay, but so basically, you put a basic land onto the battlefield, then put one into your hand. I mean, that's pretty good. And you shuffle your library. Don't discredit shuffling your library. When you put things at the bottom, you scry, but you're like, dang it, I want that card back. Shuffling your library in standard and historic is absolutely huge. Euro Titan. Okay, then at the 4 spot, mass manipulation, just gain control of all their crap, all their broken garbage. Okay, and then you have Cavalier of Thorns. Now, so look, we're loaded at the 2 spot. The odds of us getting a ramp spell at the 2 spot are really, really high. Then at the 3 spot, it's also really, really high. So we're loaded at the 2 and 3 spot to ramp. The Omnath decks, they're loaded at the 4 spot, right? We're loaded at the 2 and 3, and that gives us an advantage. As you saw in the last game, we have the advantage because we can out-ramp them, okay? When we hit our curve and when they hit their curve, we're better. Okay, mass manipulation. Chandra, who shakes that world. You tap a forest, add an additional green. And by the way, that's the reason why I only have 3 of the harbors in the deck. And because I really need that green mana, the forest. Remember, you can tap a forest for mana. Even this says you can, at the bottom, you can add a green. That's not a forest. This is a land. Look at Breeding Pool. It's a land/forest island. So the new Zendikar lands, they're not that good for this deck because you can't tap it for 2 for Nisa. Cavalier of Thorns. When it enters the battlefield, reveal the top 5 cards of your library. You put a land card from among them onto the battlefield, so more ramp, and the rest in your graveyard. This feeds your Euro Titan. You put cards in your graveyard, you grab a land, put it onto the battlefield. And if this dies, you can exile it. And if you do, put another card from your graveyard on top of your library. It could be a land, it could be anything. So let's say you get milled, like versus Dimir Rogue, or you I don't know, you mill yourself. When this Cavalier of Thorn dies, you can put something like, I don't know, Ugin or Ulamog or Nisa, any of these cards on the top of your library if they're in your graveyard. And it's a 5/6, and it can block flyers. Premium. Okay, then we get to Ugin. We all know what this does. And then Ulamog. Now, what's great about this is whenever you cast a spell, they can counter this. But you still get to exile 2 permanents. And as you saw in that last game, the opponent just quit. So let's go to the sideboard. We have 3 Fabled Passages. Only 3, because they really trigger Lotus Cobra. But honestly, I'm thinking about taking these out. They really don't benefit us that much. We're not an Omnath deck. We are not Omnath. We're not trying to be. We're the exact opposite of Omnath. We're not cheating. We're not cheating things out. We're just playing really good. So we have 3 Fabled Passages, 3 Harbors, and then we look at the sideboard. We have 1 Ulamog, Carnage Tyrant. Trample, Hexproof, it cannot be countered.